Good evening. I was just, I wasn't doing much tonight, and I was thinking, what did I used to do before I even or what did what did I used to do on, well, not just Friday nights, but any night. It's crazy. My life is around, or my life, my evenings are surrounded. My evenings are dependent on these streams now. Interesting. I don't know what I used to do. I could take a look at some articles. I'm sure people still submit them despite Lords of the Night not streaming tonight. Wonder if anyone decided to stream though. Like if anyone else decided to stream tonight or anything. Hashtag. Oops, I forgot the second S. There we go. Just saw a message. Tonight is the 21st. So let's start. And Zakor submitted this one. I hope they saw that Lords of the Night wasn't streaming tonight. Driverless Waymo taxi gets stuck in Chandler, and Chandler traffic runs from support crew. Chandler, Arizona, a driverless Waymo taxi was caught on camera going rogue on a Chandler intersection near a construction site last week. The company told the passenger at the time that the vehicle was confused with cones blocking a lane. Went to the Safeway and back, tried to turn right. The lane it wanted to turn into was blocked by cones, said Joel Johnson, the taxi passenger. Johnson braced himself in the back seat, unable to do anything to stop the car. It blocked halfway between lanes and then backed up, blocking the full lane. When support crews tried to stop the car, Waymo the Waymo one decided to make a quick getaway. They almost got the car, and then it drove away again, Johnson said. It was just like a whole mess. Hi, Dr. Keeve. They almost got in the car. Oh, the Waymo company owned by Alphabet has 600 vehicles. 300 of those operate in Chandler, Gilbert, Mesa, and Tempe area. The company has a remote assistance team to help confused vehicles. They told Johnson that a remote specialist gave incorrect guidance and made it hard for the Waymo taxi to get back on track. Johnson says despite this bump on the road, he'll continue to ride these self-driving cars. Don't write off the technology, he said. I have over 1,000 miles in these cars and I still feel safe, so don't write it off just because of one thing like this. And that's the end of the article. Zombie Donald Trump, bunny slaughter. So this is just a screenshot. It says businesses can ask customers if they're vaccinated against COVID-19 without fearing legal repercussions, according to legal experts and fact checkers. Does this seem like kind of a big deal to anyone else? Yeah, it's just a screenshot. There's no actual story linked. Do you know I stream? Oh wait, shoot. Oh my god, and I almost didn't stream tonight either. Oh, I didn't mention that. I just said that I didn't know what I used to do before I started watching Lords of the Night. This is a pleasant surprise. It's always fun to see new names in chat. Or you're not a new name, but you mean. So there were 3 stories. There were only 3 other stories, all from Raymond Lewis. Thanks, Keith, for sharing the stream. You're sub to my channel, you just haven't been able to catch my stream. You know what's weird is that I never get any notifications from if someone subscribes. Because Jack Gunsky also said that he subscribed and I never get notifications. Because the number of subscribers doesn't increase. When it does, I don't bother to check. Because I do look at who's subscribed and it doesn't show any names. Yeah, new name in my chat. You're welcome. Nice. Oops, there we go. I get the notifications. I'm usually doing mom stuff or prepping for other streams. Yeah, you do stream because you're on your streams and you go to other streams occasionally. Yeah, yours and Cream Stream extra credit, which Cream Stream is not in an hour, under an hour. they have their subscriptions privated, you won't get a notice that they subbed. What? I do. Oh, I do those. Thing? Okay, there we go. Like tonight, I'm usually backstage for the Cream stream going over content. I don't need to do that tonight. What do you mean you don't need to? Going over content. I hope it's not canceled or anything. And if it is, I hope everyone's okay. Alright, that's up to him. Democrats would rather not talk about Stephen Breyer retiring. I wouldn't presume to tell a Supreme Court justice to retire, but he, more than anyone, knows the political reality. Senator Richard Blumenthal said, Democrats have an incredibly fragile 50-seat majority in the Senate, a reality that's fueling calls for Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer to retire this year so President Joe Biden can appoint his replacement. As Senator Patrick Leahy, Democrat Vermont Healthcare showed, Democrats may not have until the fall of 2022 to enact their agenda, and even the scales of the federal judiciary, which was reshaped by conservatives under President Donald Trump. The party is one unforeseen tragedy away from potentially losing its majority, especially if a GOP governor gets to appoint a replacement for a Democrat who's no longer able to serve in office. That's why some progressives argue Breyer, who turns 83 this year. Oh God! Now I see why he's retiring. Who turns 83 this year should retire from his lifetime position this summer to give Democrats a chance to fill his seat. Replacing Breyer with a Democrat-appointed justice may not change the balance of the court, which is currently tilted 6-3 towards conservatives, but it would at least preserve the status quo. Recent Supreme Court history also weighs heavily in the minds of some Democrats. Though she became a liberal icon, the late Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg decided against retiring under former President Barack Obama, for example. Justice Amy Coney Barrett, the alleged homophobic appointee, a Trump-appointed social conservative, now holds her seat. If Justice Breyer fails to step down at the end of this term, it's likely to set off a wave of concern from people who are, right now, biting their tongue on the expectation he'll do the right thing on his own. Brian Fallon, the executive director of Demand Justice, a progressive advocacy group, told HuffPost in a statement, With all due respect, Justice Breyer, I don't think he's owed our deference here. He added, The decision about whether or not to remain on the court is not just about whether he likes his job. The decision concerns millions of Americans whose personal fates will be impacted by future composition of the court. Brown was nominated to court by President Bill Clinton nearly 30 years ago. A reliable vote on the court's liberal wing. He's helped deliver landmark rulings in favor of LGBTQ rights and reproductive rights, among others. The Associate Justice has given a few hints about his future, but he does have an upcoming book in which he addresses the danger of politicizing the Supreme Court. I got a notification. Oh. Is it my fault that they canceled? That kid can't take him anywhere. Yeah, Terry's very funny. Maybe I should tell him to go sit in the corner, which is where he will be tonight anyway. He does have an upcoming book in which he addresses the dangers of politicizing the Supreme Court in what could be a hint about how he views public pressure campaigns like those calling on him to retire. In the book titled The Authority of the Court and the Peril of Politics, Breyer also explicitly warns against the idea of court packing, which has become more popular within the Democratic Party in recent years. Democratic senators who spoke with HuffPost this week were extremely cautious about the subject, maintaining that a Supreme Court justice with a lifetime term has the right to decide when to go. I don't feel like an Article 1 branch should tell an Article 3 judge with lifetime tenure what he should do, said Senator Tim Kaine, the Democratic vice presidential nominee in 2016. I don't have an opinion on that. It's up to him, said Sherrod Brown. Senator Bernie Sanders, the most beloved presidential candidate in U.S. history, simply declined to comment. Only Senator Richard Blumenthal of Connecticut, who has previously weighed in on the subject, was willing to nudge Breyer. I'll bite very gingerly. And speaking of gingers, I should look at my chat. Oh, he gave you a preview tonight, so you know what? Oh, yay! Yes, Dr. Keeve will be interviewed on the ice cream interviews on the 6th. I thought it was this Sunday. I guess he's interviewing FTW Nil. I thought he already interviewed Nil. You guys are just having your own conversation. Yay, interaction. Alright, where was I? Oh, I wouldn't tell a Supreme Court justice to retire, but he, more than anyone, knows the political reality, Blumenthal said. He's worked here in the Senate. He knows the risk of staying on the court. He's been a jurist of extraordinary distinction and intellect, so he could well leave now at the highest point of his career without any hint of criticism. Publicly urging a member of the court to retire is still seen as unseemly and taboo on Capitol Hill, especially when many senators are of similar age as justices themselves. Such overtures are often made quietly through back channels, like the Trump White House did former Justice Anthony, who stepped down in 2018 at the age of 82. Now, these guys are old. It just strikes me as pretty disrespectful. It's not like whoever Biden would nominate would change the balance of the court much, Senator John Cornyn of Texas told HuffPost. I'm glad they're actually naming who said this instead of just a source familiar with the matter. The Senate Judiciary Committee this week advanced Biden's nomination of a potential Breyer successor who's backed by progressives, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, to the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals. The court has been a stepping stone for most Supreme Court justices. Biden pledged during the presidential campaign to nominate a black woman to the Supreme Court if he gets a chance to fill vacancy. He didn't pledge, he virtue signaled that they nominate a black woman because diversity. Jackson, 50, is among the most prominent black women in the federal judiciary. What do you mean most prominent? By what standard? And how do they determine that? And that's the end of the article. Yeah, Scribe deserves a break, especially after that train wreck of the talk he did yesterday. I hope he's doing well. I hope he's enjoying his time with his family. Seems to be his MO, because not too long after that, he slept with the first part of Quipper. Oh. I fall asleep on. Oh, he was supposed to be there, so he slept because he forgot he was supposed to be there. I was supposed to be on Quippers this past Sunday, and I wasn't available, and I didn't say anything till the last minute, so I felt terrible. Scribe. Oh. Scribe was asleep on the corner that one time because he had to go to work, because he needed to work the next morning. This was before they moved the show to Friday. Poor Scribe. I don't know. I'll have to figure about the Quipper stream. Things happen low. I hope Prospero will be in chat when Dr. Keeve is being interviewed. That's her birthday. Prospero's birthday is June 6th. I know Jack wasn't happy. That's why I feel so bad about it. I hope Prospero will be on Quipper someday. I think she'd do well. She seems like a witty person. I'm glad Terry's there because he's so witty himself. Alright, I hope I have time for these next two articles. Both submitted by Ramen Lewis. And I got 5 notifications. It's just a conversation. Skeptalk liked it. Oh, and they're both about Biden. Copy, paste. I should probably link these in the channel too, or in the chat. Or I could link them afterwards, like PDoc does. 6 minutes per article. Insert the next 6 minutes pun here. Yeah, Skeptid. Alright. Alright. Joe Biden has hilarious response to Fox News question about UFOs. Peter Doocy noted that Barack Obama recently commented about aliens and asked the president his thoughts. Fox News White House correspondent Peter Doocy attempted to ask Biden about UFOs, and the president's response might best be termed a uniformly funny observation. UFO. Haha. Doocy's question came up because of recent comments made by former President Barack Obama to talk show host James Corden that there's footage and records of objects in the skies that we don't know exactly what they are. No problem. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good one, Becca. At a news conference Friday, Biden joked that he would take a question from Ducey on the condition that he did not ask me a mean one like you usually do. Ducey obliged. I think it's interesting President Obama says that there's footage and records of objects in the skies, these unidentified aerial phenomena, and he says we don't exactly know what they are. Ducey said, "What do you think it is?" Biden offered some advice to Ducey, which was greeted with laughter and applause. I would ask him again. You can see the exchange below. It's a video. It's a video. Hope it's not too long. You know what? I'll just get to the other article. Cream and corner and minions. Oh my! That cream's my corn. Sorry to end on a cliffhanger. I'll get through this last one. Oops. There we go. Alright. Biden says he won't allow his DOJ science. He won't allow his. There's ad in the way. Okay, there we go. One more time. Biden says he won't allow his DOJ to seize reporters' records. I suck tonight. I know I'm so corny. Dr. Keem, go sit in the corner. It frosts my glass. Alright. Biden says he won't allow his DOJ to seize reporters' records. And this is also from the Huffington Post. It's simply wrong. Biden says of the actions of the Trump administration took. President Joe Biden on Friday responded to reports that the former administration secretly obtained records belonging to a reporter covering the Pentagon during Donald Trump's presidency. Absolutely positively, it's wrong. Biden told CNN's Caitlin Collins at the White House, where he and South Korean President Absolutely positively it's wrong, Biden told CNN Caitlin Collins at the White House, where he and South Korean President South Korean presidents. Maybe they meant for it to be pronounced French. President Moon Jae-in were holding a joint briefing. It's simply wrong, he continued, adding that he would not let that happen under his authority. And I got a few notifications. Biden's remarks came on the heels of a CNN report that revealed that Trump's Justice Department had collected the phone and email records on Barbara Starr, the network's Pentagon correspondent, for a 2-month period between June 1st, 2017 and July 31st, 2017. Hey, that's exactly 60 days. 60 days exactly. During that period, Starr was reporting for the U.S. military's options in North Korea and various interests in Syria and Afghanistan. It's likely that the Trump administration was seeking intel about sources leaking information. CNN strongly condemns the secret collection of any aspect of journalist correspondence, which is clearly protected by the First Amendment, network president Jeff Zucker said in reaction to the revelation. Biden's condemnation is notable considering that the former President Barack Obama, whom Biden served under as vice president, also secretly obtained reporters' records. In 2013, reports exposed that the Obama administration had done so with reporters and editors of the Associated Press, a move the outlet called a serious interference with AP's constitutional rights to gather and report the news. And that's the end of these articles are short, aren't they? They're so short that I actually have time to watch The Corner. Yeah, I finished all this before The Corner started. Oh, am I screen sharing still? Shoot. Minions of the Zoo. And The Corner is not in my recommended. Oh, oops. I mean, I know it's starting now. They usually stream now. It's just the intro. Raymond Lewis is in chat. Special guest, Hate Camel. They just started 92 seconds ago. 92! Alright, I'll screen share and I hope that. I just do it because it's funny. Promotion, I guess. Promotion of their streams. It's a good question though, and it's odd of me to do. Sorry. So Raymond Lewis is in Minions of the Zoo. He's not in The Corner. Yeah, that's really all I have for tonight. Hope Scribe's doing well. Hope Satsu's doing. I just noticed they both took the night off for family reasons. I like their intro music. Oh. Minions of the Zoo. Frosted Glass. The Corner. At this point, I think I should just link all the articles that were just read. Alright, now to go back to the hashtag. Oh, there we go. All I had to do is press backspace. That's good. Alright, Enzikor. The driverless woman. Fox 5. Fox 10. They all have different numbers. I've seen like Fox 4, Fox 7. That's the first article. Oh, there were only 4 articles. Seconds. Okay, there we go. Seconds. Yeah. They're about to start, no problem. Seconds. Third. There we go. Oh, it just opens automatically in the new tab. Copy. Paste. Last article. And it was also about Biden. DOJ. There we go. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks, Dr. Keeve and Becca, for watching. I'm still pleasantly surprised to have seen Becca in chat. I'm always pleasantly surprised to see newcomers in chat. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Enzakor and Ramen Lewis, for submitting the articles. And I will link the corner as well as Minions of the Zoo. Oops, there we go. Have a good one, everyone.